All right, everybody. Cliff Yates live. Take two. Technical difficulties this morning, but nothing will stop us. We have perseverance. We keep going. We keep going after it. Knock me down, knock you down. Doesn't matter how many times because we're getting back up. All right, we had a sound problem. Mac, are you there? I had Mac jumping on here. Gave me the feedback I needed, which was I was muted. Couldn't hear me. Silence. I was back into the silent film era. But guess what? Now I'm back on. Try and try again. Hey, the kudos go to the people who are triers. Hey, Mac, glad you're here. How about the sound, baby? Is it sounding like music to your ears? I hope everything is now connected. I had to connect to the Wi-Fi here at the island. When you're on a private island, Mac, sometimes you got to deal with island life problems, right? They are not third world problems. They are first world problems. Problems with Wi-Fi connection. Just trying to communicate and broadcast all around the world. That's all we're doing today. Glad you're here, Mac. All is good now, baby. All right. All right. You made my day. What would I have done without you here to help me? You see that? You had a big impact on my program today. And so thank you for getting me back on track. Sometimes we need other people to push us back on track. Sometimes we need people for the different perspective, right? They're somewhere else looking at a different angle. Hey, we could always check in with our inner circle. What do you see from where you're at? How am I looking? How am I doing? And you know what? Mac, you're in the inner circle, baby. All right, high five to you. Hey, you're going to have a great day today. I'm guaranteeing you that because you're already having a positive impact on other people. And you and I both know no greater joy. All right. I know that's what you're here for, Mac. All right, baby. I'll tell you, do it regardless. I came up with this just a few minutes ago. Do it regardless. Isn't that a great word? And I'll tell you why. I got an injury right here, a tennis elbow on the opposite side that I usually play tennis with. It's painful. It really rocked me the last couple of days. Couldn't even pick up a coffee cup. It's a little bit better. But I'll tell you what, I took a couple of days off from training. I go, shit, I can't do this anymore. I cannot take any more days off. Regardless of my injury, I'm going forward and doing some kind of workout today. I did 351 push-ups, not all at once, right? Jumped rope. I did some leg raises, and I did some triceps work, and I was able to do it regardless of the pain, regardless of the injury, because I don't feel good unless I'm getting after it every day in every way, trying to get better than I was yesterday. I got to put the workouts in. Hey, this body doesn't come free, all right? We got to put the work in, baby. I don't know where you are in the world. Let me know in the chat. I'm Cliff Yates. I'm in upstate New York. I'm in the Thousand Island region of upstate New York. If you can see behind me, this is not AI generated. This is not a green screen or a blue screen. This is the real McCoy, and that's the way I love. That's the way I love. That's the way I love. And that's the way I live too. See, the mistakes stay in. I will always, once in a while, I will stumble, I will fumble. Who gives a shit? Leave the mistakes in. It's all about being authentic. Be a real person. Hey. Thank you very much, Mac. I'm done for the day. I feel like I've made an impact. All right, buddy, I'm on my way. As a matter of fact, in a couple hours, I have a couple buddies coming in from Los Angeles, people that I worked with on the LA Sheriff's Department over probably 35 years ago. I'm talking 1984. 1984, and our friendship remains today. And so it's going to be great to have them out here. They've actually been coming out to the island for 4 to 5 days for the last 5 years. As a matter of fact, last year we counted up, we go, has it been 5 years? So this year might be the 6th year. Unbelievable. Where does time go? That's why live life fully. Tomorrow, not promised. But I'll tell you what I got so far. I got today, and so do you. Hey, thank you. Glad you're here. Your mom was born in 1984. Holy shit. You're making me feel a little bit older. I was born in 57, but let me tell you, physical fitness-wise, I'm 29. I got the enthusiasm, 29. The ambition, 29. I got the years, 69. I don't give a shit. I'm telling you right now, I wish more of my friends, family, and associates get off their ass and get out there and get some workout in. But let's face it, you and I know, and it's not you, and it's not me. Most people are not only lazy, they are stupid. Most people, hey, we love them. Hey, be kind to everybody. But you got to admit, most people, the masses, they're stupid, lazy, pieces of crap. Sorry, but that's okay. We don't operate. They're not in our inner circle. So glad you're here. All righty, everybody. Uh-oh, that's not good. We got some negativity coming in. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to. Oh, boy. Always. Every time you put yourself out there, let me tell you, in the public arena, you're going to be open to public criticism, some nasty remarks, some attacks, and that's just part of the game. It doesn't stop us. Hey, what good is it to try to have a positive impact on people if it was always easy? Everybody was receptive to it. Everybody gave a positive comment, and everybody was full of love, friendship, and affection. That's no challenge. Hey, listen, the kite rises against opposition. The wind of challenge, that raises the kite, and that's what raises us. So bring it on, full speed ahead. There's always going to be trolls out there, and hey, listen, let them do what they're going to do. A lot of times they help the channel because they're making comments, they're interacting, and they're watching and or listening. So thank you to all the trolls and all the negative, toxic people. You play a role in the world. You're right. We wouldn't have peaks if we didn't have valleys. Everybody is playing a part. Thank you, everybody. We got people from all over the world jumping in here. Everybody, glad you're here. Oh, my goodness. I know. Get them off. I don't know how to, I guess when I go back, I can eliminate and block them. And, oh, yeah, well, we got to do. I wonder how I can block them. I might be able to do it right now. Yeah. Oh, I think I can do it. Oh. Boom. I think I did it, everybody. Hey, you see that? See, they provided a service to me. I learned something. They made me learn something. How to remove them from the channel while I'm broadcasting. I didn't have to wait and go back later. I wiped them out right now. We did it. I'll tell you, that's great, great. I learned that you could do it. I didn't know I could do that. So I can just block somebody right now. Fantastic. They're off. They're gone. Troll's gone. Woo, Mac. I learned some shit today. You know what? When you're open-hearted, open-minded, you can always be learning, always be growing. That's my message. And I was talking to my friend here. We shot a movie here on the, do you know the movie, Mac? Devil's Island 2021. We shot here over 5 years ago. And the producer of the movie was here today. He just left. But we were just talking. You know what? There's so many, all these channels, we get frustrated. They have 50, 60,000 views and they have 1 million followers. And sometimes we look at awe. And you know what? I don't give a shit about the numbers. Hey, one quality person at a time. The message is going to stay the same. Mac, glad you're here. You know what? Maybe what you and I say won't make a difference to the masses, but maybe it does to one person. And I'll tell you what, if you inspire, motivate somebody in a positive way, that they make a change that affects their life in a positive way, damn it, I get excited about that stuff now. You know, I got into personal growth, self-improvement because I was in a negative place. I was in a negative way mentally, and I was blaming my outside circumstances on outside circumstances when, guess who the author was? It was me. And so I listened to this guy, Bob Proctor, and I was listening to an audiobook yesterday, and he said that he was taught by his mentor that told him, Bob, you're the only problem you're ever going to have, and you're the solution. So we are both things at the same time. Do you love when I come and say hi to you every time you go live? Yes. Man, I do love it. Are you kidding me? You know what? I don't do it for that reason, but that's like icing on a cake. And that really inspires me and motivates me to always try to encourage other people. Because sometimes, I don't know about you, but me, I think, you know what? That would sound awkward and people don't really care. But you know what? They really do care. And it's not awkward to give encouragement to somebody else, to put out a positive word. I'm telling you, I always get it back tenfold. It's kind of selfish. When you start becoming a better communicator, you become a better person. You're a better learner. Guess who benefits? It seems like it's selfish, but your family benefits. The people you work with benefit. Anybody that comes in contact with you benefits from how you grow, that you become better. And so, hey, that's the message today. It's not always going to be the most popular. Listen, the best thing I could do for numbers and growing my channel would be to maybe make comments on police brutality, crime, politics, just kind of put out some incendiary content that would fire people up, to get people pissed off. Let me tell you, I would get a lot more comments. I would get a lot more views, but that's all right. That's not what I'm about. That's not who I am. I do stay abreast of world events, politics. I have a good friend. He's immersed in it daily. I'm talking, he's immersed in politics 24/7. And guess what? That is not my focus all day long. I do focus and stay abreast. The best thing we can do is become more and more aware of ourselves, people around us, what's happening. But on the same token, we got to take control of our thoughts. What we're thinking has a big impact, not only on our cells, on our health, but it's about everything. Body, mind, connection starts with the thoughts. And what do we have total control over? What we focus on. Where focus goes, energy flows. And it's our thinking, it's our thoughts. And that's what I look at, talk about all day. I really want to focus on health and strength because you know what? We don't have to reach that 60, 65-year age and have a deep drop off like most people do. Most people plod along. You don't see the effects of not exercising, not eating nutrient-dense foods. You don't see the effects of chronic glucose and insulin in their system. And then they hit 60, 65, boom, and there's a big crash. Listen, that's not destined to be that way. We can really have a great, you can live until you die. There's going to be a little drop off in muscle density and maybe bone density and maybe health, maybe a little bit, but you can live until you die. And isn't that the best way to go if we have to go? We're not promised tomorrow, but damn it, we're here today. And if you can fog up a mirror, son of a bitch, you're still in the game. And isn't that an exciting thing? If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, everybody, I'm glad you're here. Thumbs up. I like you back. All right. Oh, I love it. I like to be around positive people too. I mean, I really do. I'm telling you, it's kind of contagious. And that's why I always talk about it. Wasn't my idea. I learned it from other people. Hey, always be auditing your inner circle, right? Who you let into that inner circle that you're mostly around and what they're saying, what they're thinking. And once in a while, people slip into our inner circle that are very negative, toxic, and they can have a negative effect on the way we think and what we're doing and what we're listening to. And you know what? We don't cut them out of our lives completely because maybe we can have a positive influence on them, but we have to silently remove them from the inner circle. We're not spending a lot of time with them and around them. Why? Because we've now recognized, hey, they're takers. They're always energy, time suckers. They're drama builders, if you'll notice. Life happens to all of us, but some people, you can tell, drama is around them constantly. And if we pay attention, we see who they are and we limit our exposure to them. And you know what? We can bring in somebody else to our inner circle. Isn't that the best way to live? All right, I'm glad you're here. Hey, you guys are doing good. You're doing good. Thank you for the positive comments, everybody. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining me. Let's wait for a few more thousand people to jump on here. I'm Cliff Yates, and I'll tell you where I'm at. I have liked recently connecting with people from all over the world. It's amazing when I do these lives. You know, the numbers aren't big, but I do connect with people from all over Europe, as a matter of fact. Of course, the United States, that's where I am. I'm in the Thousand Islands region of upstate New York, a pretty magical place. There's over 1,864 islands here, and it's just very spiritual. I don't know what you believe in or why you believe it, but I'll tell you what, when you get here on this island, in any of the islands, you can't hear any car noise, trains, airplanes once in a while. The peacefulness is just very, very wonderful. And it's a great place to be in the summertime. But this place freezes over in the winter. It gets damn frigid. And it's really not a good place to be when it's 20 below. But you know what? It's summer. We're in a season of summer. And just like our lives, we're going to be going through a lot of seasons. And you know what? It always follows a pattern. And when we can recognize patterns and seasons in our life, we can start anticipating and we can start living life more abundantly. That's what I study. That's what I've learned. That's what I like sharing because I'm into it. Why do I share physical fitness, health, and strength and longevity? Because that's what I do. It's not fake, it's authentic. I'm getting after it, right? Why do you post clip yourself going into the gym and working out? Because that's real life, that's authentic. I'm actually walking the talk. And I've had such great response and results out of the way I changed my thinking, changed my actions, that's what I want to share with other people. That's what I do. Politics, I pay attention. I've learned a lot about it. How the government works, I've learned a lot about it. But is that my focus 24/7? No. Is that what I like to think about all the time? No. Is that what I'm doing most of the day? No. So why not share, turn on the camera, and share what I'm actually doing in real life, in real time, here in the Thousand Island region of upstate New York, everybody. You are in the right place. And I got ready. I got to get ready soon to have my first meal of the day. I do kind of an intermittent fasting thing where I actually go 16 hours between meals. And then my eating window is 8 hours between 12 noon and 8 p.m. And then I eat a lot then, but I stay pretty lean. Some of it's genetics, but a lot of it is because I stay as much as possible in a ketogenic state where I'm actually burning body fat for energy, and I'm creating ketones for my brain to burn. And then when I do have carbohydrates, they burn very efficiently. And when I do consume food, I get as many nutrients as possible because I try to stay insulin sensitive and not insulin resistant. I'm in the Thousand Islands of upstate New York. Where are you in the world today? I'm glad to connect with you. If you're just showing up in the shorts feed, hey, give me a like and subscribe to the channel. Jump in on the chat. Let me know where you are in the world. Love to recognize your area and the country. Blessings to you, my friend. Dylan, absolutely, 100% back to you, my friend. Oh my God, you guys are awesome. Glad you're here. I like to be around positive people too, just like you, right? You can't give away what you don't have. So if you want to get love, you got to give it away. That's the secret, everybody. You got it. So glad you're here. You're in the right place. We got some professional fishermen out here, and I think they got themselves a smallmouth bass right now. This is one of the best bass fisheries in the United States. We have a lot of major bass tournaments that takes place right here. Does America secretly hiding crashed alien spacecrafts in some secret military base? That is a good question. The thing is, I do pay attention to what's going on. And you know what? I do keep an open mind based on a lot of the lies that we have discovered from the government, especially over the past few years. You really have to be open-minded, and you got to hold everything up to the light. Is this true? When the government, the news, when they tell you something, you should automatically think maybe. When someone's telling you in a broadcast, this is the way it is, we should automatically say maybe. Maybe I'm going to look into it. I'm going to be open to new information. This is what I know right now, but I'm open to a change in thinking if new information comes in. So actually, we can become better thinkers of information that we come in contact. Keeping in mind that everybody's vying for our attention, that really is the currency of today, is attention, trying to get us to be on their platform for the longest period of time, just like I'm doing right now. Hey, oh, they did have a nice bass. Oh, they got the net out. You probably can't see it. They got the net out, everybody. They got a nice smallmouth bass. I could tell. Oh, yeah. This island right here has a lot of beautiful smallmouth bass around it, northern pike and everything else. Do you trust that Bob? Oh, I know Bob and his story. Bob Lazar. Yeah. I'm open-minded. Where you work in Area 51, Structural Analysis, USO number 30. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. That's awesome. I love it. I love it when people connect. Isn't that the best way to live your life? Bringing people up and together. Man, no greater joy. Glad you guys are here. If you haven't already, keep commenting back and forth. Hey, interaction is so wonderful. Hey, listen, I'm a guy, really. I enjoy my time alone. I enjoy solitude. But you know what? I don't think we have to keep in mind, we don't want to become too secluded We want to get out there in the world. Even on this island, 2 to 3 days a week, I'm off the island. I get to the gym, then I go shopping, and I go out to eat. I interact with some of the local people that I know, and then it's like cabin fever, right? You can't wait to get out of the cabin, and after you're out a while, you can't wait to get back. And it's just kind of the normal rhythms of life, and we just need to go with it. Cliff Yates, you know it, baby. Hey, what's up? Doggy, yo, glad you're here. Yep, I'm still building every day in every way, getting better than I was yesterday, and why not? Keep growing. If you're not growing, you're dying, baby. That's just the way it is. And if that resonates with you, subscribe, leave me a comment, go check out the rest of the channel. Got a lot of positive stuff there, and it's really all about self-improvement, personal growth, how we can get better every day in every way than we were yesterday. Not BS, it's not bullshit, because it's been done. If somebody else has done it, you and I can do it. Believe me, and if no one else has done it, we can be number one, and we can be the first. But you know what? Sometimes people need social proof before they do anything. Remember Roger Bannister, the first guy to break the 4-minute mile? Do you know how many times people tried to break that 4-minute mile and they couldn't do it? They used to have animals chase people to try to get them to break that barrier. But guess what? Right after Roger Bannister broke that 4-minute mile, the next week somebody else did it. And you know what? Then 5 more people did it. You know how many people have broken the 4-minute mile now? Just hundreds and hundreds of people have broken the 4-minute mile because what? They had social proof. Oh, I guess it can be done. Now they believed it. That's how powerful belief is. And we got some more friends coming by here today. Hey, so glad you checked in, everybody, today. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, we got this live here, 21 minutes. Yeah, I own several boats, everybody. I'm here on the island, and I have several boats. And I don't know if I can show you. I will try to show you. I hope I don't lose my Wi-Fi connection. But come on with me to the other side of the island. And I'll tell you why I have several boats. And I'm actually buying a new one from my cousin. I'm buying a tri-tune. Anybody been on a pontoon tri-tune? Oh, cool, especially if you get older. It's easier to get on and off than in and out of a boat. Here, let me know if you're still receiving me. And I'll tell you why I have a couple boats here. Years and years ago, my dad, who was a diabetic, he took the wrong insulin, and he basically went into insulin shock. And I had to get him into a boat, and I had to take him to the mainland to get him to the ambulance. So you got to be very careful when you're out here on these islands. There's no emergency services coming. You got to get your ass off the island, and you got to get yourself to medical help. So you got to be very careful when you're operating around the islands. You know, it's a wonderful place. It's beautiful, but you know what? It could be very dangerous health-wise. So absolutely. I own a boat. Yep. I got a small little 18-foot Sea Ray right here. Okay. And then over there is a 22-foot tri-tune that I'm actually buying from my cousin. So glad you're here. Let me know in the chat if I've maintained connection on the Wi-Fi. And you're here on my own island, Elm Tree Island in Hammond, New York. I'm in the Thousand Island region of upstate New York, and it's really a beautiful, magical place. And as somebody said, do you have a boat? That's the only way I can get to the mainland. There's no ferry. There's nothing that would transport me. There's no water taxis here. You got to have your own boat, your own mode of transportation. It takes me 5 to 6 minutes, even in these boats, to get to the mainland where I park my car. And that's how I do my groceries. I actually have to get in the boat, go to the mainland, get in my car. I've got to drive 20 minutes to the grocery store, load up, 20 minutes back, load everything in the boat, and then bring it into the island. It's a labor of love. But you can't just jump in the car and go to the store. So when you go out and you go to the mainland, you got to keep in mind what you want to get done while you're over there. You want to take advantage of that time, because you don't want to get back to the island and think, holy shit, I forgot to get whatever. It's going to be work intensive. Glad you're here, everybody. And we still got a beautiful people still on board. Let me know in the chat where you're from. Hey, thank you for the interaction. I appreciate you. Oh, it seems a bit choppy. All right. Watching from Massachusetts. Maybe I can get better to the Wi-Fi connection. I don't know. It's a possibility. I've never lived near water or on an island. That must be pretty awesome. It is awesome, but I was following a guy the other day from back in the 60s, Earl Nightingale, and he always talked about people who said, oh, that must be great, you get to live in California. That must be great, you live in Florida. That must be great. You can live on an island. Listen, you can move and live wherever you want to. You are free, especially if you're in the United States. Why not move? Try it. Why not live in Italy for a month? Why not rent a place for a month and live it? Why not change locations, get a different perspective? You know, a lot of people are so fearful and they're hesitant to make that move, to make that transition. People don't like change that much. They will actually fight the change. Not you and I, because we're peak performers, we're high achievers, and we live on a higher frequency. So, of course, you and I, we have the guts, the balls, and the courage to make those changes. I'm going fishing soon. All right, doggy, yo. I hope you're going for some fresh water, northern pike, largemouth bass, smallmouth. Go out there and get it. Hey, all right, everybody. Financial constraints. I know. There are financial constraints, but guess what? At any time, I don't know your circumstance, but you can always just deliver pizzas, whatever. You know what? But maybe plan for the future when you're not going to have those financial constraints. Maybe just make a plan. Sometimes looking forward to a future vision of yourself is more exciting than the current conditions you're dealing with. Get an empowering condition that you see in your future that's going to compel you to take the proper actions.